This is Angela Barrios here. This video is sponsored by angelabarrios.com. You may find the link in the description below. Click like and subscribe and hit the bell so you can get notifications of new videos we load. I'll be watching for your comments, so hit like and share with
All right. So I guess we are here live, and I'm just trying to fix this while people come in. And I guess everything is set to be in recording motion here. So good evening, everybody. It's March the 9th. Yes, you see, a third of the month just passing by, flying through. That's what's up. So welcome, everybody. This is Angela Barrios. I am your certified financial coach. I'm also a business coach, and I have been in the financial arena for quite a while, to say a couple of decades, in between real estate, finances, and other areas too. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It brings me with all this information. And as I promised to you guys last week, that we were going to bring some subjects, add something more to what we were talking. And because of so many people petitioning about this subject of real estate, because it's so interesting, and because how the market is moving, and because of the things that are going to happen this year, I know a lot of people are anxious to use their income tax refund in a very good way. And thank you for watching that video right there, because I know making the most out of your income tax refund is the thing. It's actually the thing. And I gotta say, you guys, if you really grab hold of that information and you just go put that into action, it's going to make a change in your life. So that is a promise. The promise is we are going to bring valuable subjects for you guys to put those tips, small little things that you probably already know, into action so you can make a difference in your life. So last week we had a very interesting subject, and that was kind of like keys to build wealth. Most people think it's a really difficult thing. And building wealth is a lot about accumulation and a lot about multiplication of that money. I mentioned last week, money does not like to stay in one place. So if you start accumulating money in a regular checking account, you leave it there, or a savings account, you leave it there. There's no interest, there's no compound system happening for the money. The money just stays stagnant. There's a point in which you look at the account, and for as much money as you put in there, you don't feel like you're saving, because remember, we got inflation, and that's a big factor right there. So again, thank you for being with me tonight. It's a Tuesday, and the subject this week, as we promised, it's an addition on one of the videos we had already posted there on IGTV, one of our encounters live, in which we talked about how to purchase your first house. And if you're new to this, you're watching this video, I want you to know that you have several ways to get all this information. You can find many videos in my YouTube channel. All my credentials are on my Instagram card, business presentation, anything that has to do with all these lives, streamings, they stay in IGTV, all very labeled, nice. You can find them very easily. We're extremely organized here, so I'll do it in a way that you guys can really get to the subject that you're looking for. Now, one subject will always build upon the next one, and the good thing about that is that if you just stay in one subject where you look into something more, that same video is going to lead you to, right? We're always going to stay around information that is good for you, is going to be impactful for you. So let's go on today's subject, and that is, I just bought a house, then what? Exactly, then what? So let's make the best out of our home ownership. Now, you bought a house. Listen, it's so exciting. First of all, just going through the fact that you have to start by getting your credit ready, going through the process of applying for a loan, gathering all the money together. Not everybody has the money all together. And then just running to that race and believing you can do it, and having the people around. is very exhausting. I know, but congratulations. If that is your case, you're watching this video, somebody told you about this, please do me a hot solid. Go ahead and spread this video with other people, your friends, your family. Let them know. Listen, home ownership is super possible. It's very possible. You know what is required of that? Just to follow the simple steps that I laid on my video. Remember, if you want the visuals of this, just go to my YouTube channel or my IGTV and you will find all the information about that. Now, I always tell you, have a paper and pen handy, because sometimes if you're just listening, you want to take note, this is the time for you to do it. Otherwise, just wait for the video and you can retrieve it anytime. So you just bought a house, all the effort, you got the key, you walk through, now you're so excited. It's like a roller coaster. You finally at the end, you're about to get off to the roller coaster. That's what you think, right? That's what we all think. And my responsibility here as a professional is to let you know that life is never steady, right? It's just not. So it always goes like a roller coaster, up and down, up and down. And I guess we just have to learn to cope with how life is. What we have to have is an umbrella to cover for the rainy days, a bucket to just collect for water when there's no water, right? And a method to make some fire. It's just sort of a way to kind of like put it in dimensions, meaning we just have to be prepared. So when you buy a house, let's cross the other side of the bridge. Now you're in your house, and there are 5 areas that you are going to have to consider when you have purchased your house. Now you're there. Listen, I know you're excited. You know what? If you're a woman just like me, I'm thinking, I gotta decorate my house. I'm thinking, maybe if you're the husband, you're thinking, oh my God, all the things that I gotta fix in this house. I don't know. Maybe it's the opposite. I'm not sure. The thing is, like, there are things that I want you to take a look, and I'm gonna make this very simplified, so you can just, if you want, snapshot, have it there, and then when you go to the store or do the things, you know exactly what you need to do. So 5 phases. Number 1 is a checklist that you have of things you have to do right away. You close on your house, and those are the things you're going to do. We're going to go dig into that. The phase number 2, insurances and warranties. Most people don't even look into that. So you buy a house, you buy your condo, now you have your piece of real estate, and you forget about that. So those things are extremely important. Actually, that's why I put them on phase number 2. Number 3 is structural and logistics of your home. What is that about? You'll see. Number 4, on that phase, we're going to talk about purchasing, your purchasing list. This is about maybe new appliances. You know how you buy a house. Most people buy a house, and then the next thing they get is a Home Depot or Lowe's credit card, and then immediately to purchase things. Okay. And home improvement projects, that phase right there is extremely expensive, so we have to talk about that. And then the phase number 5 is going to be savings account. Again, Angela, yes, I'm always going to talk about savings account, because that is the bucket that you fill with water, and whenever the situation comes, then you have enough, you have plenty to cover for. So let's go to the first one. Phase number 1, the house checklist to be done right away. So this is what I want you to consider. Hook up your utilities. Utilities, just like if you move to a new place, hook up your utilities. Water, light bill, gas, those things, depending on the state you are. Obviously, if you're up north, I'm sure you have gas and other expenses that we don't have down here. I'm in Florida. Do a deep clean. Obviously, you just bought a house. I could not imagine that you will move into a dirty place. I'm sure if you don't do it yourself, then at least pay somebody or hire a professional crew that comes and cleans your place deep, everything, okay? Change your locks. Yes, because remember, some people live there, and this is a new start for you, and you want to make sure that you are going into your place with the safetiness and security. All right, so change your locks. Reset your garage security code. So for those of you that bought a house, purchased a townhouse, and it comes with a garage, remember, change that. You have to do that. It's a very important step in the safety of your home, the security of your home. We're talking about, I just bought a house, then what? So we're talking about phase number one, the things that you have to do right away. All the things you have to do right away is forward your old mail. That's ASAP. You have to do it, okay? Change your address. It's not the same thing. Change your address. And thank you for joining me. I appreciate you here. You also have to unpack your boxes, of course. Now you move, you brought the truck, everything is in. And check smoke detectors. This is a right away too. I'm going to go deeper in another phase on the structural and logistics of your home that you just purchased, but checking the smoke detectors is a very important thing. I've been in property management for a long period of time, about 15 years. And I can tell you that most people don't do this. Most people don't check the smoke detectors, okay? Introduce yourself to your neighbors. All right, it's important. Why is it you're not gonna mingle with them each and every day, but they need to know who they have next door. Believe me, in a case of an emergency, you might need to knock on their door, vice versa. Learn where is everything: the supermarket, the pharmacy, the hospital, the main stuff. Purchase emergency supplies. Yes. Can you believe that? And I didn't bring these numbers for you, which I always have, and I promise I can add that up in a future live. But can you believe that most of the people, 15 years in property management and real estate, and most of the people definitely just don't have supplies when it comes up to emergencies. They have supplies when the hurricane is coming, and they just announcing that the hurricane is coming, and then they go and they just clean the shelves in every supermarket and store. But they don't keep supplies for emergencies just because they need supplies. So I'm bringing that up to you. That's a right away thing that you have to do as soon as you got your house. And thank you guys for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. We're talking about, I just bought a house, then what? I'm on phase one, which is the checklist to be done right away. If you want the visual of this, it's going to stay on my IGTV and also my YouTube channel. So you can grab hold of this and take a snapshot and keep it with you. So purchase emergency supplies. Yes, you have to. Like I said, in many years of property management, people moving to their places, and I asked, do you have emergency supplies? And they're like, no. Most people, I'm telling you, most people don't, okay? Go over your inspection report. It's true. You bought a house, and throughout the process of buying a house, like we mentioned in my other video, you had to hire an inspector that came and did all the points of the house, the roof, and everything else, and told you this house needs this, that, all the improvements, all the things that were good or bad. And then you came into an agreement with the seller, and then you accepted the place as is. You purchased, now you're the owner. Guess what? You also own whatever the report says. So now you have to go inspect the report also. That's a right away. When I say right away, it's not the next day. I say right away within the first month, okay? Create a cleaning and maintenance schedule. Angela, but I'm the one that's going to clean my house. No, I'm not talking about the regular cleaning. I'm talking about the cleaning and maintenance schedule of things that are part of the structure of the house and things that come, like the HVAC and things like that. We're going to get into that. And then the one that I like the most, have a housewarming party. Yeah, let's have the party. Of course, you have to celebrate. Hello, you spent 3 months, maybe 4, maybe 6, some people a year, trying to get into homeownership, some people years, and finally it's done. Guys, you deserve the party. So let's hire the DJ. Let me know if you need one. Let's hire the DJ. I have friends. Let's hire the DJ. Let's get the list. Let's invite everybody. Let's throw the housewarming party. Let's get the list of wishes going. Guys, it's a celebration. It's a great accomplishment, of course, but this is just the phase one. So you see, It's not just about saving, it's also about celebrating. So let's do it. Important. So now with this phase one, I'm going to give you two handy lists. This handy list, the first one is going to be on the change of address. So you can go and pull this portion of the video and keep it for you whenever that time is ready. If you know of somebody that just purchased a house, just send them the link. Do me that great favor. They're going to have this. Here's the handy list of places that you need to notify of your change of address. The DMV, yeah, because you have to change your driver license. God forbid you get a ticket. They will check your actual registration. If you don't have it where it is, they're gonna give you a ticket for that. They're gonna send you to the pharmacy. You're gonna have to pay for your order. Okay, so update your driver license. The IRS, you could wait until you do your taxes, but it's as simple as printing form 8822. 8822, that's the form. Fill it out, send it. Now you have a new address. Important. The IRS needs to know where you live. Voters registration. If you're a citizen of this country, you do want to have that updated. However, all that, if you do that at the USPS, I believe they will send you that as well. Personal and business banking. Don't forget, call your bank, make the change. Right at this time, with all the stuff we went through last year, you know what I'm talking about. I never like to say it. I'm not gonna say it. Nobody's gonna make me say it. That thing we did last year, that thing we went through last year, yeah, with the thing over here. That has forced all the industries to make available forms in which you can update your personal information. So do that. All right. Personal and business banking, investment accounts, especially investment accounts. If you have retirement accounts, traditional Roth IRA, all those things, those companies, those brokers, they need to know that you change the address, because if you ever need a form or anything else for verification purposes, they have to have your latest address. Credit cards, you also change those. Loan servicers, insurance companies of all types, your auto, your life, any short-term, long-term liability, all those things you got to change. Your employer needs to know, because by the end of the years, when they issue the W-4 for your taxes, like many of my clients, then they go like, I can't file my taxes yet because I don't have this or that. They forgot to change the address. All right. And the company have to send all the forms by the 28th of January by law. And if they don't, they have to go out. They have to show the IRS they did their part. Online e-commerce retailers, anything you have, I know that goes along, but don't forget, maybe even your church needs your new address, right? Delivery in rideshare apps, for those of you that like, what is it? Uber Eats and DoorDash and what else, Mary? And Grubhub and all those things that make you waste your money. Yes, I said it. So if you like it, it's fine. And subscriptions. I mean, if you have any subscriptions also to the gym and things like that. So this is a handy list to have. So you can kind of like explore. I move. This is my new place. I bought my house. Those are things you got to do, especially because it's your first home or the new house that you just purchased. The other handy list that I'm going to leave you here with is making a maintenance plan. I was not going to put this in here, but then I decided that you do have to have a certain idea, and I just wanted to share that with you. I flipped houses for many years, and this comes in handy. Now in my mind is there, so I decided just to give you a few ideas of what's necessary. For instance, the dryer hose and vent. Most people don't check it. And then it's like, my dryer is not drying, right? And I bought this one place, and this was at the very beginning, and I didn't do this part. This is the maintenance. This is at the beginning. This is a rookie, okay? And this is at the beginning, and then my tenant is calling me. It's not my dryer is not working. Guess what? We have to clear the vents. All right, so we have to do that with the maintenance guy. The HVAC filters and maintenance. The filters inside your unit, right? Your air conditioning and all your vents and everything that has to do with the ducts that provide your air conditioning or your heating systems. Water heater. This is another important thing. I know when you purchase a house, it's part of the recommendation, and sometimes the seller gives you a brand new water heater, but sometimes you just buy as is. And if you are not experienced with these kinds of things, you buy the house, and this happens to a lot of people. A month or two in the new house, water heater goes. Now you have a $500, $700 expense, depending on what you're buying, plus paying the guy to come fix it, right? That's the highest expense right there. Gutters. Yep, it rains. You gotta clear those out. A sprinkler system, the sprinkle system. Here in Florida, it's very common. I'm sure all around the country as well. Pool and a pump. If you have a pool, comes with it. You want a house with a pool, you got to check the pump and the system, the electrical as well for that. Maybe you bought a house and it has a boat lift and a dock. Yeah, many people. I'm talking about here in Florida and other places. People buy houses. They like it with a boat lift, and that is also maintenance. Garage doors. The garage is not just there to be there. So you have to give it maintenance every 6 months so everything runs smooth. Window system, because depending on the kind of systems you have, some people buy houses that are from the 50s and the 40s. They come with all window system. They are not replaceable, but there's still guys out there that know how to repair those. So there are ways to kind of like keep them up. So that's the handy list right there. You can get it. Now let's go to the phase 2, guys. And thank you for being with me. Share this with other people. This is very interesting. Like I mentioned before, I'm just doing this because it was previously said in one of my lives, and then somebody's holding me accountable. You said we were going to talk about what happened afterwards. So here it is. Phase 2, insurances. I put it on the phase 2 because it's one thing that most people don't check. Oh, but I already paid a PMI and MIP that they told me when I was doing my closing on my mortgage. That is for the bank, okay? Yeah, but I bought homeowners insurance. Exactly. And most times, I believe 8 out of 10 times, you buy your mortgage or your homeowners insurance through the same, let's just say, professionals that recommended you with somebody that they work with. Now, your homeowners, if it's provided by the bank or by the financing company, it's going to be super high, especially if it's the bank. So do yourself a favor, right? And get a professional in that aspect and compare with other home insurances out there and see if you can save some money. There's no money you have to pay out. It's just an exchange, and it goes to a department in the bank that receives and make the upgrade. And then you save some money on your payment on a monthly basis, right? So check that out. Check the home insurance, the auto insurance as well. You have to give new addresses and stuff. So don't marry. Listen, I've been in the industry of insurance for 12 years. And I got to tell you one thing. Do not get so stuck with one insurance like, oh God, sorry, this is not propaganda. Oh, Geico's perfect. Listen, insurances are insurances. They're there to make money. So you have to, every 6 months to a year, you have to check your policies, make sure that you are getting the best for the least amount. Okay, it's important. And try to pay your premiums once a year in cash, at once, so you can save a couple of months. We talked about that in another video. So yes, check on auto insurance, home insurance, life insurance. Yes, you just bought a $500,000 house. You just bought $600,000 house. You just bought $1 million house. What are you gonna do? If you passed away, all the effort, where exactly is gone? Exactly. So if you just bought a condo, it's 200,000, 300, 400, whatever it is. If you don't have life insurance, do me a favor. Do yourself a favor, not to me, because I'm not gonna be a beneficiary in your policy. But do yourself a favor and your kids and whoever depends on you. Go and get 10 times what you make. 10 times what you make. If you make 600,000 in life insurance term, do not buy cash garbage insurance. Don't buy that. That will break your pocket. Term insurance, plain and simple, have that on. If you have insurance and you just bought a house, the total amount you owe on the loan, you have to increase your insurance by that amount. Oh, my house costs 300,000. I only have 250. Okay, so it's 550 now. You have to increase. You have to do that. You have to cover yourself and everything you've got. Warranties on the house. Usually and lately, when we do transactions at closing, the broker always comes and offers you a home warranty. Okay, the seller usually pays for that, not the buyer. And the seller does it in a way to provide you with and be covered by, because the law requires in many states, Florida's one, in which you have to cover your buyer, everything you did on the house, right? Not only you secure that, but you also provide this for 5 years, 3 years, depending, right? So go and check the warranty. Sometimes those warranties will save the day. Maybe your washer and dryer, maybe your dishwasher, whatever. They will change it. They will fix it. Okay, so check on the warranties. Very important. Whatever you get, warranty of what? This comes from a flipper, an investor, me. Yes, I have purchased places, fix them and sell them. Roof, please, the roof. Always check on that. Always check on that. It's a very, very expensive thing. Phase 3, we're almost about to finish. Guys, structural and logistics. I'm talking about the structure of the house. Look, know this. You bought your house. So I know there's a lot to swallow here. That's why I put it all in one video. But here are the things that you need to consider to learn throughout the first months. The main water shutoff valve. Know it, because you have no idea how many people get scared. A situation happened and they don't even know where the main water shutoff valve is. Especially if you are not like construction savvy, none of these things. Okay, so the secret box. Understand how those things work. The gas shutoff valve, depending on the state you are. Some areas here in Florida as well. The sump pump, important. Septic systems, 20% of homes in the United States is still using septic tanks. Security alarms and locks, extremely important. As far as the safety is concerned, these are the things that I want you to consider. Make sure that the water that is running, the hot and the cold are good temperatures, right? Because what is it telling you? That the hot water never gets hot, or in its defect is super hot, is burning, right? Dangerous, right? So there are things you need to check. I'm not gonna go in detail into that, because you can actually, I will highly recommend you to talk to a general contractor or a plumber. But there are things, handymans usually know a lot, but I usually recommend professionals. Fire extinguishers, smoke detectors, emergency kits. Ask yourself that question. Do you have an emergency kit at home? No, right? I knew it. So, because if you do, I applaud you. Most people don't have an emergency kit. Don't. It's like a cotton ball. I think my mom has one because she does her nail, kind of thing. An emergency kit. I have a friend of mine that works in a retail industry, and I think I'm going to pull out of her the statistics of how many people purchase emergency kits from the store that she's at, and see how's that for a percentage here for you guys. Buy a safe. Once you have your house, you need a safe. Why a safe, Angela? Because you have birth certificates, you have real estate documents, you have there's tons of things that you need to have in a safe. Important things that you cannot allow a fire or water. Okay, think about that. Buy a safe. Now, pool and surfaces, that's another thing. If you bought a house, it came with a pool. Make sure. Why? Because safety of the pool, There are laws and regulations when it comes up to that. Both dogs and lifters, check them, avoid an situation, right? So that's the structure and logistics. If you feel that I left something out and you want me to add it, you can write it right there for me. And I appreciate you guys are here with me. We're talking about what to do. Now I bought a house, then what? And I'm just giving you 5 phases. An emergency kit list that I'm gonna add here for you as well. So this is the first list. Just really, really fast things you gotta have on that emergency kit list. Go ahead and get it. Don't wait for a peril to come to you. Okay, a 3-day supply of non-perishable food is good. Don't forget your pet, please. Don't forget your dog or your cat. I'm an animal lover. I don't have any right now, but I love pets. 1 gallon of water per person per day, especially more if you have pets. Battery power in a radio, first aid kit, flashlight, batteries, manual can opener. Please don't have the electric ones. Prescription and non-prescription medications, everything that's cash. Please, cash. It cannot be ATM. Cash. Have cash handy. Matches, fire extinguisher, and for those of you like me, girls, feminine supplies. Yeah, you might need those. So that's pretty much the emergency list. Let me share the phase 4. We go to phase 5 and then we're done. Purchasing list and home improvement projects. This is the most expensive. This is the most expensive part of home ownership, because you just bought a house, and now, especially if you want to feel like great in the cosmetic space, it's like the decor. You want the TV, you want the couch, you want all those things. Those things cost money. I know. If you did not prepare before, and wait for me, my workshop coming up on how to get you into home ownership is going to be awesome, guys. It's going to be awesome, so you can sign up. But phase 4, purchasing list and home improvement projects, which is the very, very, very expensive one. We're talking about new furniture, electronics. Yeah, because now your 42 inches TV is not enough. You want a projector. I don't know. You want the whole wall now, so you can watch the NFL and the baseball and all those things, right? Kitchen appliances, maybe tools, things that you might need. If you have to, mow the lawn, maybe you need a lawn mover. Bike racks. I don't know. You have a garage. It depends. So there are purchases to do. Don't try to do it all. And do me a great favor. Don't try to go on credit right after you bought your house, because what you're going to do is in a year or 2, you're going to end up in bankruptcy. So you have to, slow down and prepare everything. If you didn't do it like in a plan, like I always recommend to have your GPS in place so you know where you're heading, then this is time for you to actually get a financial needs analysis so you can actually lay the goals of the next 12 to 24 months. On home improvement projects, look, anything that's painting, maybe changing the baseboards, structural changes. Now you bought a house and then your wife comes and is like, "But the kitchen is still too small, sweetheart." And you have to do that kitchen. You're gonna have to do that kitchen, because that lady's gonna get on that for the next 2 years until you do it. I know, all right? So you have to get her very comfortable there, not because she's the kitchen lady, it's because it's part of the entertainment of the house. That's it. It's not a cooking thing. So structural changes, upgrading windows and doors. Now, when it comes up to that, and you're going to do these projects, the good thing about doing a list of what you guys need to accomplish at the short and long range is because everything is tied up to money. You need to budget for that. And you need to make decisions. For instance, is it better to upgrade the kitchen or to get home impact windows and doors? No, baby, I want the kitchen. Okay, but if we upgrade the windows and doors to hurricane proof, then our insurance bill lowers, so we save more money. So so you gotta think, you gotta come into an agreement. Adding security systems. You know what? Nowadays, I tell you what, make sure you have cameras in front and in the back and a way to, I'm just saying, okay? Some people don't like it, some people do. I think it's a great security feature just for you to be kind of like at ease, that everything is okay. All right. So, and find yourself a good one. Just don't get whatever. Find yourself a good system that doesn't steal your data or throw your data out there to everybody in the world. Very, very important. On phase 5, I'm going to talk to you about saving for emergencies. Angela, you're always talking about saving money because saving and investing and multiplying money makes you more money. So saving for emergencies when you purchase a house is a 1% of the value of the house for certain emergencies. What? Yes. So if my house costs 300,000, I have to, what? Yes, exactly. You just said it. You need a 1% of the value of your home for certain emergencies. But I'm not going to be able to say that right away. No, you go to my video in which I teach you different ways to save, and you find yourself a good way to save that money that pays you a great rate of return, right? So you're saving with value and compound interest. You need to have an emergency fund 3 to 6 months of your income put away. Income. Remember, the sudden emergency, I'm just saying 1% of the value of your home, you need to start stashing up. On emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of your income put away. So if you make $5,000 a year, a month, you need $15,000. Home improvement account, 5 to 10,000, that's on the side. That's not an emergency, it's just home improvement account. If you start building towards that home improvement every year or every 2 years, you will have the money to make the improvements you need on your house. Do that. Don't get involved in debt. It's not a good idea. Hire a professional. I can tell you that I have gotten helped from great people in this country that we call handymans. They're fantastic. They do great stuff, and I think they are heroes because they do know a lot of things. But I tell you what, when it comes up to really getting something done, like let's just say a brand new bathroom, a kitchen, you're moving, you're making changes in the layout, things of that nature, hire a professional and look for their license and their insurance. Just don't hire anybody, okay? Get them into a contract and ask for invoices. Very important. Plumber, electrician, an air conditioning guy, somebody that knows HVAC, HVAC, right? Everything, the heating, all the ventilation, and the air conditioning system, heating units, all those things. Insurance. You have to have, just like you having your PCP, your doctor, you have to have your insurance doctor. It's like the person that knows how to get you the best deals for home insurance, auto insurance, short-term, long-term. You have to have that. You have to have the person that knows how to get you the best investments. You don't go just with one brand or the bank, because the bank is not there to make you money. It's there to take your money so they can make money. All right. This is not against the bank. It's just something that it is. Before and after pictures, guys. This is pretty much my last thing. You bought a house. Now what? Take a picture. Start building as you add. Build an inventory list of the things, everything you purchase, just on your email, maybe on Gmail or whatever. Just start saving all those receipts in one place. Take a picture, add them into a folder. Be organized. A peril comes, a hurricane comes, whatever it is, destroys your house, and you have a way to say to the insurance company, here is the list of the things, the value, the cost. I want replacement of that. And 100% of times you get that and a little more. So it's an added security feature. It decreases your insurance premium. It adds the safety net to you, and helps you during that claim if it ever comes. I hope it never does. So guys, with this, I leave you. I love that you share here with me. This is more about you enjoying the process of owning your house, now that you have it. Now that I gave you exactly what you need to know for the first 12 months. And then after that, you become a pro. Maybe 5 years down the line, you have enough money saved for a second house that's going to become your income property. So, guys, I'll leave you. Thank you so much for being with me. I invite you one more time. Go ahead on my IGTV. This is going to stay on my videos over there. Go ahead and check, subscribe, and share all my videos on YouTube. I appreciate it. There's a lot of people that love the YouTube. They just love the YouTube all the way. And share it with them. And if not over here, other people that love the Instagram, share it with your people. Share with your people, okay? I'm bringing great value. I love the company. I love you guys to stay with me. I hope you love this. And if you do, leave me a comment. If any of my keys that I'm bringing today and any other of my videos that you see, that you put into practice, you see the reward of it, please send me a testimony. Let me know how it goes. I like to know. So for now, I'll leave you. Angela Barrios. I'm your certified financial and business coach. I see you guys for those Spanish coming up Thursday, same subject. We're going to be talking about this. For those of you that got into homeownership, tell your friends, Hispanic friends, Spanish speaking friends, we're going to go again at this subject just for them. And I'll see you next week with a new subject. Thank you for being with me. Have a good night.